Friday night Knicks. Knicks go down to Orlando, aka New York South, and make quick work out of those Orlando Magic. You know what? Listen, Magic are a team that are decimated by injuries. Barely an NBA team, even when healthy. But you know what? This was a business trip, and the orange and blue went down there and took care of business. Made quick work out of this young Orlando team, 121-96, and they would do so by way of the three-pointers. You know, Steph Curry had a great game last night against the Clippers, but the real Splash Brothers might be here in New York as the Knicks rain 54 three-point attempts on the Magic, breaking the franchise record of 44 and making 24 of those threes, man. This is real. This is real.
Record-setting 24 threes for the New York Knicks, and I feel like we're going to come close to that a few times this season. But, man, across the board, man. Yep. Across the board to the point where Kemba Walker only got to play 22 minutes.
Yeah.
R.J. Barrett, who was leading the league in minutes after one game played, 47 minutes, only had to play 25 tonight. Julius Randle with a light 30, and I say that very loosely, a light 30 minutes for Julius Randle tonight. Like, yeah, everybody looked good. And in the words of Jay Boog, this is a game that, you know, we're supposed to win. This is a you know, easy night.
See me.
He's got the barbecue gear.
You caught me live. I didn't know we were live. I didn't know you were live. You hit me up like, yo, JD, we got a show. I'm like, yo, I'm in the kitchen cooking, man. I got 48 burgers. I got 48 burgers to go.
Let's go.
I'm in a happy place. I'm in a happy place, baby.
Yes, sir.
It was a great night. And you know, in terms of Kemba Walker, I thought he was very active defensively. You know, CP, we talked about in our pregame show yesterday about how I feel that, you know, during a long season, you're going to get nights where Kemba is going to be a negative on the defensive end, and then you're going to get nights where he's going to be decent. He's going to be active. Tonight, he sacrificed his body for a charge. He got going a little bit offensively. He made three-pointers, 3 of 5 from the three. Played 21 minutes. So, you know, it was a good night in the terms of, you know, keeping him healthy. Mm-hmm. And I was encouraged by, you know, this is a team where, you know, you want to play a team like this early. Because, you know, you want to get into a rhythm. You know, I know that we have a lot of players that are returning, but at the same time, you know, adding 2 starters to the starting 5 there's still an adjustment period. We even saw it, you know, when the Celtics tested us in overtime, where there were moments where we kind of was trying to figure out, you know, the offense and the flow. And, you know, some of my biggest takeaways is Kemba, you know, getting into a rhythm, being active defensively. I mean, CP, I know many people are going to say, well, that was the Orlando Magic. Well, yes, but again, he was defending 2 first-round picks. You're talking about Cole Anthony, Jalen Suggs. You're talking about fresh legs. You know what I mean? Like, you're talking about guys that are active, that, you know, get to the paint. And so, to me, when I look at Kemba, I'm not necessarily looking at the teams we're facing. I'm just looking at it on a nightly basis, what he can give us defensively. For sure. Quickly got back into a rhythm. And we saw a little bit of that 2-man game between Julius and Evan Fournier. So to me, those are some of the biggest takeaways of tonight.
You know, distribution, once again, we figured that there was going to be some nights where, you know, the points distribution spreads around. You had Julius with 21. You know, he got into it when we needed him. You had Fournier return with 18, a nice, efficient 18, 5 of 12 from the field. Obi, another good night, 13 points plus 14 on the night, 5 of 8 from the field. Rose chipped in with 12. My man Burks, 12 points. Quickly, as you said, got his groove back 16. So this was one of those nights, man, where the points was just, you know, spread around evenly, and everybody got everybody got it in. Everybody got it in. As you said, I thought the 2-man game with Julius and Fournier has room to grow, but we saw some nice things from them today, man. We saw Fournier get Julius in a pick and roll, found Julius finishing in a pick and roll. Then you saw them playing off each other, where, you know, Fournier sets the screen for Julius sets the screen for Fournier relocates into the corner, Julius finds him, finds him for a 3-point shot. You know, it's things like that, man. It's that dynamic that Fournier brings to his team. Again, the anti-Bullock, where he can put the ball on the floor, he moves well without the ball, and that two-man game is only going to get better. They said on the broadcast that in the opener against the Celtics, Julius passed the ball to Fournier 20 times in that game. And that was even evident with us watching in that game, but you could see that they're really trying to grow that tandem, and so far it's paying dividends.
My favorite stat tonight, I mean, the 24 threes was great of the 54 that we took. My favorite stat was the 34 assists. And I feel like we just across the board, we are not only taking more shots and good shots, but we are pushing the pace. And we saw that even in a game when we were up by 30 points at one point, that never let up. Derrick Rose came off the bench, played 24 minutes, and he was able to drop 7 dimes, pushing the pace with Obi Toppin as he's been doing with the last 2 games and shooting even into preseason. My favorite thing is I've been CP. I've been asking about that all season last year. I just want us to move the ball. I want us to go fast because I feel like we have the tools. And this year we're finally utilizing that. So I can't wait to see what comes of the Evan Fournier, Julius Randle tandem, because they're already gelling pretty well, and there's still so much room for that to grow. RJ Barrett again had a few possessions of being point forward. It was nice to see that again. To me, I feel like after him getting the shot down together, I think the next phase of RJ's development is being able to utilize that point forward a lot more, and we saw a bit of that tonight. So just across the board, like the assist numbers, that was my favorite stat of the night, because I feel like that's something that we have spacing now, so we can utilize that, and we can get those same threes that we're trying to get more often, and we can get good shots. So I was definitely looking at the assist number.
Feels like we're kind of entering a new phase with this team. Seeing how easily they kind of are picking apart teams. Now, granted, the Magic are bum juice. Let's just call it like it is. Now, never in a million years, when Fournier with his man bun, shaved head on the side, did I ever imagine when he was torturing us? Did I ever imagine him being on my team? But now I'm so happy to have this guy. Let's just do a favor here. Let's take his 4-year, $78 million contract. Let's rip it up, and let's sign him to a 5-year max deal. How about that? That would be the first step. I'm just kidding. But honestly, I'm so happy. I told so many people that were kind of skeptical of the Fournier deal that this guy is a really smart, feisty, heady player, and he is proving to be the case. The added dimension that he gives us, along with Kemba Walker, the mere threat of being able to handle the ball. Bullock was great. He did the most he could with what he had. Great defense, great glue guy, but he was so limited, so one-dimensional in what he did. He's not the defender that Reggie is, but his shot making, he's got a beautiful stroke. As you see him with his career trajectory, he's gotten better as his career has gone on. He shot a higher percentage from 3 as time has went on, including last year in Boston, over 40%. I mean, honestly, this team is so deep. God forbid they have any injuries. It's like next man up. Like
Jay from Florida, a.k.a. Debbie Down in the building. What's good, man?
Yo, what I want to say, bro, Obi, people always say that, RJ might be the second All-Star. What if Obi's the second All-Star? What if we got 2 All-Stars at the same position? Obi, the game is looking a lot slower for Obi. Yeah. It's looking a lot easier. He's looking like a baby stat or Vin Baker or something like that. Like, Obi looks like he could play now, man.
He's looking good, man. He's looking good. He was looking a little faulty in the post. He was trying on Franz Wagner, wasn't too successful, but he's working on it, man. I like what I see from him.
Yeah, he'll get it, man. He'll get it. And like you said, in the transition, he's been killing it.
That's his game.
I love Fournier, man. I feel like, hell yeah. I feel like Fournier, my theory on winning the championship, they used to call me Debbie Downer because I be calling it out. I want to win a championship, bro. I've been a fan for damn near 29 years, bro. Yeah. I want to win a championship. I feel like we could win a championship if Evan Fournier is on the bench. If we get an all-star wing somehow, some way, put Fournier on the bench, that's what we're gonna be championship contending. Yeah. The third point, my man JD was talking about 3-point shots. If you look at the Jazz the last 4 years with Johnny Bryant, the Jazz been running up the 3-point numbers for the last 4 years. People tend to give Tiz a lot of credit. about the system, bro. Johnny Bryant might have a lot to do with how many threes
he's the associate head
The
coach.
Jazz was
You might be right. He's the associate head coach. And Quinn Snyder, when Johnny Bryant came over, Quinn Snyder gave Johnny Bryant a lot of credit, said, you know, he used to draft up a lot of plays, a lot of schemes for us as an assistant coach with the Jazz. So, yeah, you might be on to something, Jay.
Yeah, you can see the creativity. You can see the threes. They shot, I think the Jazz was 8th in threes 3 years ago. I think they were 5. And last year they were 1st in three-point attempts. So they run it up, man. I can't even hate, bro. I can't even hate, man. The team looking good.
No shade tonight from Jay
tonight. To make some noise. Yeah, I can't. Now I can't hate right now. Right now I can't hate. I'm still Randall like a clear number one. If we get a wing and put Fournier on the bench, we talking and get a younger point guard. I feel like we could really contend for something nasty out there. I'm going, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you're new, if you're a bandwagon fan, welcome. But invest in the channel, invest in my boys.
That's a fact, 100%.
I'll just say this. We're the deepest team in the East. I didn't say we're the best team in the East. I said we're the deepest team in the East. And this is my take. If Julius Randle, the only time I want him going ISO is when I want to attack the matchup. But I don't want to do that. I want to do that in certain spots, man. We got to be a team that just moves it. 3 seconds are left with the stop clock. Randall, and even Quickly. Like, Quickly's my boy, and Quickly put up some points tonight. But I don't really care about that. He's got to move the ball. On this team, everyone has to you either shoot it or you get rid of it in 3 seconds or less. If you can do that, I think we can make the finals. If you can't do that, we will lose in the first round. Julius has to get rid of the ball. He's great, but he has the body, man. His body has transformed. It's the mind. He has to get rid of the ball in 3 seconds or less every time. I can't have 4 turnovers a game. He's too good for that. He's got to get up to 10 assists a night. He's capable. And Quickly is my boy, but he has to pass the basketball. Keep swinging it. Unless we need automatic scoring. Everyone on this team understands me. I need to get Randall with the program because I'm trying to help him get to the finals. That's all I got to say. So, we have more skilled players on this team now. If I can just get everybody to make quick decisions and move the ball to the open man, and we are the deepest team in the Eastern Conference. I didn't say we're the best, okay? I'm not saying we're going to make the finals. But what I'm saying is I like what I'm seeing. I need to keep them healthy and make quick decisions, and I love you all.
Appreciate it, Ron. Appreciate the call, man.